This isn't a happy call.
Okay.
Um, so I, um, was celibate 5 years, blah, 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 and I ended up meeting someone in October. Um,
That's a lie.
and he flew me out to Miami, and we had intimacy. So that happened, and then we started dating, and he told me that, like, he didn't have, like, he quote unquote said I was all his, and he had no expectation of me being with other people, and he told me he wasn't with anyone else. He does live outside of the country, so he comes to the US periodically for work. And then will fly me out to go spend time with him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Ashley, I found out he was married.
Okay. So did you break things off?
Initially, yes, and then no.
Okay. So what do you want to do now?
It gets worse.
Okay.
Ashley! No, he's not Nigerian. It's like if Danish Deception was real, this would be.
I don't believe her for some reason. Maybe because I've seen her on so many channels. I've seen her on Lapif and on Ali's channel, Fadi's channel. You guys have seen me do reactions to them. For some reason, I don't believe her. I don't know. I feel like she's trying to go viral. I could be wrong, but I don't believe her.
Good. It gets worse.
I mean, we're adults. You're an adult, hon. We do adult things. You have to make adult things happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turns out, we just got a restriction. Is it because of what I'm wearing?
Maybe it's what you're wearing. Yeah, I would cover yourself a bit. Yeah, maybe it's because you're showing your stomach too. That could be it. Yeah.
It's my gym outfit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so once he told me he was, married or whatever, we took a pause in the relationship, and then I came back and I was like, maybe we can work it out, blah, blah, blah. Like,
because
he's not leaving his wife, Ashley.
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
And what's worse is that he has multiple girlfriends. Multiple black. It's very strange. He's like on some Hugh Hefner shit. Like, he has multiple girlfriends, and we all look very similar. We're all like, we're Nigerian, we're Ghanaian, we're Liberian. And I thought that I was the only one. So
because you reject the average man who's gonna be loyal because you want the rich man who has multiple women. Unfortunately, that's what they do. They would all rather date the same rich guy over the average man because the rich guy is going to take them on trips, going to buy them flowers every single day when they want, send them cash app, take them to expensive restaurants that they've never been to themselves, gifts and shit like that. Can you imagine? She's calling because this Ashley lady over here teaches them how to find the rich guys, the sugar daddies, how to find the provider man. Basically, the rich guys who are willing to spend money, because not every rich guy spends money. But here's the thing. Do you guys think if this was the average guy who she found out had different men, she would call into a show for advice? No, because he would have no money. So they say, why should I'm not even going to cry for him. I'm not going to fight for you because you don't have money. But I can tell you this guy has money. That's why she's on a show asking for advice.
I was livid, and he was shocked that I was shocked that he had other people. He was like, listen, if I'm cheating on my wife, what makes you think that I wouldn't be? I don't know how to explain this, but he was.
That's kind of logical if you're asking me. That's a logical point. If he cheats on his wife, then of course he would cheat on you. Well, I can't say it's cheating, but yeah, of course he has other girls. That's logical.
That is? I thought it was insane. I thought he was like, I mean, yeah, I guess so. But he was upset with me for getting upset because he was like, what do you expect? If I'm going to cheat on my wife, why would I just have one person? So.
Exactly. He should be upset because he knows if he didn't have the money, you wouldn't be with him. So why, ladies, why are you all shocked when you reject an average man who's going to be loyal and worship the ground you walk on, and then you say he's too nice, he's a pushover because he says yes to everything you do, and then you go for a rich man, and then you're shocked, oh my God, he has so many women. You know why? Because all of you are running towards the small percentage of men who have the money. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to have all of you. Like, how is that rocket science, ladies? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, how is that rocket science that all of you, for some reason, they keep being shocked that the rich men that they all want have multiple women? I don't get it.
I ended up crashing out, but then we got back together, and because he was mad at me for misbehaving or whatever, I can't believe I'm telling you, Ashley.
Well, it's not really me. I don't think it's me. You guys can always schedule a call. Y'all know me. But
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be more appropriate because the extent, anyway, long story short, like so much has happened, and now I'm at this place of like, I realize now I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm trying to figure out, how did I even end up in a situation like this that was so messy? And it turns out I think I have abandonment issues. And I wonder, Ashley, like, how do because I want to be with a certain type of man, provider type person. But I realize I always.
What the fuck did I just say? Did she just say provider type of man? So can you imagine how friends, because remember, women have the same mindset. If women are friends, usually it's the same mindset. Men, not so much. Like, I may like boxing, my friend may like soccer, right? He may like basketball. We can still be friends. But women, they usually like the same shit. So I can guarantee you, she likes a provider man. Guess what her friends like? Probably rich men. So the mindset is usually going to be the same. Right? So that's what I'm saying. They all want the small percentage of rich men, and then they get shocked that the rich men have so many women. But they don't want Boogie. Oh no, Boogie makes 50,000. I don't want him. He's not rich enough for me. Even if he's gonna be loyal. Oh no, we don't want Boogie.
Have this anxiety of like, they can do anything. They can do anything. They have the funding and the material to be able to do anything.
Exactly.
So like, it sounds like
yeah, that comes with the territory. Yeah, if you're dating, the guy who has the money and he's not faithful and he has a wife already, yeah, girl, that's.
But okay, so he's telling me things like, okay, like, let's take a pause in it. He had the audacity to break up with me. Like, the fuck? Like,
yeah, I'm going to be very honest with you. He feels like if I'm cheating on my wife, and I'm sure him and his wife already get into it, that's why, or he just feels like family life is already hectic enough for him. He needs an escape. He's thinking if I'm with my side chick, it should be very easy going. If I have a side chick, I shouldn't be arguing with my side chick. I will argue with my wife because that's why I put a ring on their finger, but not the side. No, you're supposed to be there to make life easier. Things should be seamless. We should be having sex, fun, going out.
You sound exactly like him.
But that's what it is.
What?
Oh, Anne, girl, you got a lot to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed. I don't know.
Exactly. Ashley is right. They act clueless, and I know they know. I think the only reason they call into Ashley is to get validated. They feel because women like to talk. That's why they go to therapy so much, because they just like to talk. So I don't even think she's here because she's shocked, so much shocked that the sugar daddy is married and she wants to be a side chick. But I think she just wanted to vent, because women like to comfort themselves, to listen to each other talk. That's why she called it.
What do you mean? Anyway, he said exactly what you said verbatim, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And so he put a positive because he said exactly what you said and said,
you showed I'm because I know you, Ann. So I'm being real. You showed your crazy side. Now you're like, oh, she crazy. I gotta go. Mm-hmm. I really gotta go now. Oh no. She's crazy. Oh, he used that word. He said it. Crazy. Got to go. I'm out of here.
So, but my feelings are in it. I'm very invested. I don't know. I guess my question is like,
no, you're invested because he has money. If he made $40,000, you wouldn't be invested. I don't know why they lie. I mean, we can see it from a mile away. And the reason I'm even reacting to this video, because I've seen Anne on Lapif and I've seen Anne on Fadi and Ilkanali's channels. And she asks, I never thought she wanted to be a side chick. I never thought she was going for maybe I shouldn't be surprised that she wants to provide a man, but I never thought in a million years she would be on Ashley's channel.
How do I move out of this? Because emotionally, I feel it's so weird. Like, maybe it's because I hadn't had intimacy in so long and he was the first person. So like, there's a part, I don't know, it's like, I know I'm not a virgin, right? But it feels like I'm very, I don't know how to explain the attachment. It's very weird. And it might just be because he's the first person in 5 years.
Yeah, that's what it is. Money. It could be that, the first person in 5 years, you guys were intimate. And also he was doing the things for you. He made you feel like you were the only girl in the world. So
he bought me a Chanel.
What did I say? Oh my God. He bought me a Chanel. I told you the only reason she's invested because he was investing in her. The only reason she's talking about feelings is because he was spending money on her. If he was buying her the 444 at Wendy's, she wouldn't be so much invested. She wouldn't be calling in on a show to get advice on how to keep the rich guy. She wouldn't be calling in. She wouldn't be invested in a man who has a wife. But they would rather find ways to keep a married man to themselves. They don't care if he's married as long as he's rich. It's crazy. But I can guarantee you, this woman has rejected so many average men in her DMs who are not married, who are willing to be loyal to her. But she's calling in a show to figure out why she's invested into a married man with money who bought her a Chanel bag. Guys, we are doomed.
Exactly. So that will have you hooked, That's what it is.
So what would you advise me to do?
Find an average man?
Obviously it's self-work, but do you think how do you be a good side piece? This sounds crazy. And I want to also be in a healthy relationship. So do you think that
married man?
There's a reason, I guess my question is what should I work on so I can actually be with that type of man without showing him my crazy? And
you need to work on yourself. That's what I want you to work on. I need you to work on yourself. You really need to work on yourself mentally and physically. And I feel like you got a little comfortable, Ann, because the Ann I remember, and chat don't say nothing because I know Ann, and I care for you, Ann. I like you, Ann. You come up here, you're genuine. But the Ann that came up here on the first live who was standing in front of that stove, she was a lot slimmer than the girl standing here in front of me.
That's true.
She was a lot slimmer. You had your phone up on that stove. Hey, Annie, how are you, beauty?
I'm doing well.
Ann, how old are you? Where are you from? And what do you do for a living?
I am an engineer and I live in the Bay Area. I was born in the Bay Area, but I'm from Ghana. And so I was culturally raised Ghanaian. I'm 31. So I realized I'm definitely into men who are good fathers. That's important to me. So men with children are not off the market.
Okay.
Are you good, honey bunny? It's like, are you okay? You're set up? Okay, all right.
Put my mic or my phone down so I don't have to hold it. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, and you want to move or shift a little bit?
One second.
They will do all this for a rich man, for a rich married man.
Okay. Yes, we're back. Okay. What does he have to look like?
He has to be someone who's fit, or at least, I'm not compromising on this. He has to be someone who's fit and someone who takes pride in the way he carries himself. Ultimately, I used to be someone who didn't care about that stuff. And then I realized because he didn't care, I didn't care. We can't have that. I'm looking for someone who wants to live to be 100 years old and be strong and fit and healthy. So I'm looking for someone who's very aware of the importance of a healthy body.
Now this, Anne, I don't know what's going on. That tells me feelings. We're eating from emotion. Yeah. We're not moving as much. Yeah. So I want you to work on yourself before we think about a man, mentally and physically.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
This is why female therapists will never run out of jobs. I don't care how much AI comes and does, tries to do therapy. Female therapists will never run out of jobs. Because just by doing this, everything she just told her, she would have figured out this on her own. But the main issue at hand is she's dating a married man, but because he has money, she's trying to find out how to be a side chick. So she would rather be a side chick to a rich married man rather than date an average guy. Because the rich married man was flying her out to Miami, but the average guy is just going to take her to Cheesecake Factory. This is crazy. So tell me how a man supposed to deal with this? Ladies in the chat, how is a man supposed to deal with this? Because some of you claim this is social media. No, this is real life. We are just glad and lucky that people can let us into their lives using social media. Because 30 years ago, we wouldn't be able to know that this woman met a rich man who's married, but she's trying to find out how she can be a side chick. And then Boogie's just going to meet her and think, oh my God, I found the woman of my life. But secretly, she's trying to find a way to be a side chick to a rich married man. So thank God for social media.
Right. You're right. Okie dokie. Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome, beauty. And schedule the call,
Yeah, I think that would be more
fun. Yeah.
Okay. All right. God bless you. Take care.
Take care, darling.
I mean, the reason I reacted to this because I've seen her on Lapif and I've seen her on she's right here. You guys have seen her in my thumbnail. So she's right here. I can show you right there. You guys have seen her on my thumbnails. You have seen her on different platforms, but I just never knew that she was. I just didn't know that she was into this kind. I swear to God, I never knew that she would be that type. Because when she's on panels, she has that feminine voice. She speaks as if she's a feminine woman. She would never try to be with a married man. But I'm telling you guys, if a man has money, any woman is going, if we're going to be honest. But shout out to Anne. If you watch this, I'm not hating. I'm just reacting to the content and to exactly what the issue is at hand. And, doing my best to show other men what's going on out here. All right. So anyway, shout out to you guys in the chat, man. I appreciate you for being here with me.